Hi, so I'm Alexis Whitworth with Clearsight Lending, also Canopy Mortgage. So we're with Canopy Mortgage, also the DBA with Clearsight Lending. But we're going to be working with you guys, and we're excited to be here. Ken Martello is here as well, and so kind of just want to go over. Ken's going to be going over the tech side of things. And what you're going to be offered as far as what you get access to help your business grow and help you become more successful in your business. Our tech is awesome, and you get access to all of it and access to a lot more resources than you've had access to in the past. So super exciting. I kind of just want to go over some things. We're going to do more trainings in the future with you guys in sales meetings. But I just kind of want to give you a snippet of some things that we do and how we're going to help you in the future. So something that Ken and I are really good at is income analysis. We are, between the two of us, he's been in the industry for 20 plus years. I've been in it for 8 plus years. We know tax returns like a very experienced underwriter. So we are very good with income. We are very experienced. I know that I've seen a lot of deals get turned down because of income. I've seen it with loan officers that time, and I'm sure that you guys have experienced it, and you might not even know that you've experienced it. You might have seen that your loan got turned down because of income, but they calculated it wrong and you don't even know. So we are very experienced. We will go in depth with tax returns. We will go in depth with income and make sure that we're doing everything that we can to make your loan get approved. Okay. Another thing that we have set up, also, just so you know, we have also set up a process that we have very smooth, flawless transactions. We have a great team that we have made sure that our process is very, very smooth. Another thing, we have a CRM that we have set up. It brings all of our leads into the CRM, and basically it keeps track of all our clients, all of our leads, everything. And when a lead comes in, we are calling on that lead immediately. So we'll call them, and then they'll get it. If we have to leave a voicemail, they'll get a text and an email within 10 minutes of that call. Then if we got it from a realtor, then that realtor will get also a text message saying, hey, we left a voicemail for this client, so they know what's going on with that lead. Over the course of the next 22 days after that lead comes in, they are getting text messages, emails, and calls from us. So a lot of loan officers will call 2 to 3 times. We are not doing that. We are calling multiple times. They are getting communication within those 22 days multiple times, at least 6 times within those 20 days, okay? And you are going to be getting contacted as well, either by text message or by call from us, letting you know. Our CRM gives us notifications, so we don't have a choice. We have to call it. We're getting notifications telling us, hey, you better call us. So our system really is awesome. It tells us when you call, what needs to happen, okay? After that 22 days is up, we're calling you guys, the realtor, and telling, hey, 22 days has gone by, we haven't gotten a hold of this person. What would you like us to do? Do you want us to put them through it again and that we're calling and texting again? Or what would you like us to do? So it's kind of up to you. What do you want us to do at 22 days when we haven't been available? We're happy to continue calling or doing what you want us to do, okay? So that's kind of our CRM system. Another thing that we do is our daily trackers. This is one thing that we're going to do more training on, and it really helps our business, and it will really help your guys' business if you're doing this religiously. So our daily tracker, I'm going to kind of go through each day of what we do, and like I said, we're going to do more training on it, and we'll get more in depth on it. But Mondays, we're calling realtor partners. On these calls, we're going over, hey, how was your week last week? What did you accomplish? Is there anything that we need to do this week? What leads do we need to be calling? What do you want us to do this week? And then also if there's something going on, like if we have a client work that we're working on together, we'll go over that. Any leads that we are working on, we can go over those as well. So basically just kind of a touch base, let's go over everything and what we need to do. Okay. Tuesdays, we're calling current clients, and then we're going over everything with them, what's going on in our pipeline, and kind of going over everything with them. And if they have any questions, just kind of a follow-up call. At that point too, we're doing what's called a 3x3. So we're asking them at the end of the call, hey, like, thank you so much for working with us. We would love to help anyone that you know. Do you have any friends, family, or colleagues that you know that are wanting to sell, purchase, or refi? So that's a 3x3. And obviously, you know, we're in a market that's not super, people aren't super wanting to refinance, but we also get cash out refinances right now. Like, you'd be surprised, people want to cash out and possibly purchase a new home for investment. I just had someone that wanted to purchase a new home, other investment property, so they wanted to cash out. That helps your business, because if we're doing a cash out and then they want to buy an investment property, you get to help them do the investment property. So always ask the 3x3, okay? And that's also the reason why we do that, why we ask the 3x3, because we want to help you grow your business. We want to give the referral to you, so we're always asking for referrals so that we can help you guys grow more business and give referrals to you guys. In our CRM, like I talked about, it has who our referral partner is on that client. So even like a year from now, if that client gave me a referral, I know that you gave me a referral, and I can, or you gave me that client, and I can send that. So we'll always give whoever that person is, that client, if they give me a referral, it's going to the person who referred that client. Okay. On Wednesdays is past clients. So any past clients, just calling them, checking in on them. Hey, is there anything I can do for you right now? I love working with you. Is there anything I can do for you right now? Are you looking to purchase a new home coming up, or, you know, even refinancing? Are you looking to do investment properties, or do the 3x3? You know, well, do you know of anyone who, friends, family, colleagues that are looking to sell, buy, or refinance? So one past clients on Wednesdays. Thursdays is calling people who have pre-approvals or are out looking. And so this is a good one because you want to make sure you're keeping people engaged. So even though they're out looking and you don't know when they're going to buy, you want to keep them engaged. So you're calling them weekly to keep them engaged and make sure that they're still in the process. So when you're calling them, you're just checking in on them. Hey, how's it going? A lot of times, like when you can call, they're like, oh yeah, the agent's been sending me these homes, but I'm kind of looking in this area. Then I can call the agent and say, hey, you know what, maybe we should start sending them homes in this area. And that helps you guys so you can start sending them homes in another area. And then on Fridays, it's just kind of a fill-in. So anything that you missed for the week, if you need to follow up on calls that you maybe missed or need to follow up on, that you can call them and fill in anything that you missed for the week and make those. Okay, so that's kind of our daily tracker, and we'll get more, like I said, we'll get more in depth on that. But that's what we do on a weekly basis. We spread out our week to make sure. Okay, and then one other thing that I want to kind of go over is just how we like to do our contracts. So we like to do short contracts, so 16 days is how we like to have you guys do your contracts. Just because what we can do, and we can adjust. So basically, let me go over this. So 16 days, because what we can do in the beginning, obviously sellers that have a vacant home, they are eager to sell the home. So this gives you an upper hand if you're doing it at 16 days and they're like, yeah, I want to get out of the home. Like they can close in 16 days. Like, let's go with this person. So what we can do in the beginning is we get all the income and everything together and we can send it into underwriting for pre-approval. And that takes about 1 to 2 days. And then we have everything approved already up front before you even write the contract. And then we know we're good to go, and then we can close it. Let's say that someone that's not, a seller that's like, well, no, we don't want to close 45 days. At least we can get it or we can get the third close at 60 days, and then you guys can go out and find other work on other things, other properties, and we have the third close at 60 days, and it can just sit there and wait for the 45 days. You know what I mean? So, that's awesome that we can do that we have the ability to do that. And some circumstances we can do it. I mean, we can do it. We can do it quicker at times. So, but I always would say that 15 days is what we want it at. And then, like I said, we can do a pre-approval at the beginning, and then just have it ready to go before you press. So, okay. Does anyone have any questions on any of that? Okay, awesome. Well, I'll turn the time over to Ken and he can go over all our tech stuff. Okay.
I didn't even recognize that. Hey everyone, my name is Ken Martello. I'm with Canopy Mortgage. We're going to be your new premier partner on the lending side. For the next couple of minutes, I'm going to talk about some of the tech benefits you get with working with Canopy and ClearSight. Any of this technology that we're talking about, we can actually either send you a personalized link, so you can send it to your clients directly, or you can actually embed it if you have like a web guy. It's pretty easy. Like, we'll give you the code, and then you can embed this on your website, and then it's tracked because we'll set you up as it's called a corporate partner. So we'll know, like, say, if Tyler, someone comes through our quick pre-qual, we know it's coming from you, so we'll call you up and say, hey, we got an application. Okay. So the website right now is canopymortgage.com/LO/ either Ken Martello or Alexis Whitworth. There's my shining mug. So you can get, let's talk about the instant quote right away. So you can get to it on top, you can get to it on the bottom, check rate. How many people have ever gone to a mortgage website, especially a mortgage bank, that says check rates, and then you put in like a little information and ask you for more information, and then we get to the end of that process, and then it says, give us your phone number and email, and we'll have someone call you about it, right? It's BS, and your clients, like, you feel deceived. With Canopy and ClearSight, we're clear, we're transparent, we put our rates out there, out forward. So, and we don't need any personal information to get rates. So we'll just click on today's rates. And it's pretty cool. So like here, to make that a little smaller. So then we go into this little box. We'll just put in a common scenario. Do 5% down. Occupancy. Single family. We got some good credit. For Utah. So the states, I'm licensed in Arizona, California, and Utah. The bank is licensed in 49 states. So if they're buying out of state, we can help them. And a lot of times we try to get you a referral fee for making that referral. And then we'll say no to veteran. So this is going to show you your whole, our whole rate sheet for the day. Rates move every day. And then you can click on FHA, you click on USDA, Jumbo won't apply in this case. So let's go into our 30-year. We click there. This is cool. So like, you can actually put this on your website with, if you embed it.
What do you mean by that?
Embedded.
Oh, embedded.
Yeah, so it's I'm not a tech guy, so like you're gonna have to talk to your web designer, and it's just a little snippet of code, and then you can make it on a page. It'll be on the general website, but the individual agents, they can put it on their website. Right. So this is really designed to capture leads. For us, like I price 90% of my loan on the public facing website. That's very rare. Usually you got to go into a pricing engine that then syncs to the mortgage software. Canopy and ClearSight built their technology from the ground up. Everything's interlaced. So you're not counting on third parties. So let's just say that it shows the whole rate sheet. Anyone want to pay $39,000 to get 6%? 2 years ago, it was 2.5% giving a credit. So let's
living the dream.
Living the dream. So let's just pick this one. Show details. Show you a couple things on here to how to use this. So we got our closing fees. We can compare rates to others. That's if we want to compare other rates to like 7.75, 7.5. We can do that over a period of time. How it amortizes, the rate history. So the rate history, you click on that and says, okay, fees are 8,200 today. What were they 2 months ago or 3 months ago? And then summary and disclosures to kind of highlight some of it. Let's just go into closing costs or loan costs. So it breaks down what the points are, processing, underwriting, third-party charges, that would be title, escrow. The site is very accurate. It quotes from self-title. Self-title, quite honestly, is not my favorite. We can use any title company, but it's quoting from Silk. Your title company will probably be within $100, $200. So when you're out showing homes on a Friday night and you're wondering like, hey, what should I ask for closing costs? You can go into your website and then run the scenario. You put the FICO score in, put the dollar amount in, and it's going to show you an accurate rate and accurate closing costs. It computes taxes and insurance, but you got to put that in. My site actually on the back end, it actually computes it. So let's just say we're going to close. They wanted to close after the first of the year because of tax purposes. Insurance is $1,000. Taxes are 20. It will be 3,000. We put 2,000 as a deposit, and then seller's going to pay some closing costs. Let's say they're going to pay 8G. Calculate. So it shows again like what we're collecting for taxes for impounds. And you can highlight any of these and it shows you, it breaks it down. Shows what you contributed so far. So that's the closing cost and cost appraisal, like the parentheses. And then shows you payments, mortgage insurance, homeowners insurance, taxes, $3,800 payment. And then cash to close, $27,000. So when I'm doing a pre-approval, I always want the client to agree, are you good with this payment? $3,800, are you good with $28,000 cash to close? If they say yes to both of those numbers, we know we have some type of deal, or we can get to a deal. So really useful. Alexis and I are always available, but when you're out showing property and they're wondering what rates are, if they haven't talked to a lender yet, you can always jump them on the website and show them this. And
I may have missed on the cash flow. Did you manually put in a 3 or 5% down payment, give that number, or where is that 27 grand?
good question, Rob. So the question was, is the 27,000 including the down payment, correct?
It would be, but I'm saying that
So to
the
get,
agent have to put in 3 or 5% or that automatically.
so to get there,
You can put 5.
yeah, to get there, when you do you put the initial information in, you put the purchase price in the.
And,
Yep. So a great tool. This could go on your website. The next tool that, and then you can go in here, Rob, where it says refine. So say if we wanted to do 10%. Again, we can click FHA, USDA, that applies. Typically not with 10%, but so the first column is rate. Second is the mortgage payment, and if it has PMI, it includes the PMI on here. We have all the PMI providers. I think it quotes from Essence as the provider. Sometimes it's high, sometimes it's low. We always go in during the process and we'll figure out who's the lowest. But again, this is it's going to get you to a quick answer. Here's the points, so you can go up or down on the scale, what the total loan cost is, including title, and then the APR. So here's the cool part. Let's just pick, we'll do this again. So a lot of our tools, outside of being very functional, because we price the loan on it, it's really designed for lead capture. So when you put this on your website, people will play around with this, and then we'll get there. We can do email quote. So this sends the quote to them, but more importantly, it lets us know someone pressed the loan. So you'll get notification on your site, someone priced the loan. So Alexis, you just had a pre-approval from someone that just randomly found your site, correct?
Yeah. Just randomly my site, and I didn't even know who it was, but I got a notification that this guy Gary priced the loan and sent some quote. Anyway, I was able to send over to someone and study someone, with my realtor, and he did all that. I did all of it, and it's random. But and if you want to hold this before I'll just go.
So, in the interim, until Clear Site Lending is a freestanding company and opportunity, the links will be in your back office to get to these pages that are specific to Ken. He will manage. Once we get to Clear Site Lending, it will actually be this tool. It won't be going to like 10 page, and it will actually be the tool that you'll be able to access directly from your.
So like the cash flow tool and the formative pre-approval.
Correct.
Those two things will be on your package website.
Yeah, the check rates, the instant quote, people love it because, like I said, you go to 90% of the banks out there and they have either a generic rate and that's it, or that says check rates, put all this information in, we'll have someone call you. Just what's the rate? What's the rate? And it's completely changed the way that I present and sell because we're transparent. And so we lead with that transparency. Yeah, so again, like I lead with like transparency and clarity at the moment. That's why we named it clarity. you know, when my past bank, I'm not gonna name the bank, it's a well-known mortgage bank here, their rates were on the high side. I would lose like 1 out of every like 6 deals because of pricing, which we couldn't even manage. And so I would quote the rate and then kind of cringe, like ready for them to be like, oh, I just went to my bank and my bank is like a half point lower. It doesn't happen here because we put it all out front and people can do the due diligence up front. We know our rates are good. And we're not going to say we're the best out there. You can always find better, but we know they're very, very competitive. And it's very rare that I lose a deal because of pricing. I've been with Canopy for 4 years. Literally count on my hand how many times I lost deals because of price. Next thing I wanted to talk about is the quick pre-qual. So you can click this. This is a great tool. You're out showing homes over the weekend, or you just meet a client. You're not really sure if they qualify, don't qualify. You can come in here and do a quick pre-qual. It takes about 5 minutes. We're gonna run through one right now. I'm just gonna say California because it's easy. I'm like California. Do primary. We need a little mouse to this computer, Jen. So we enter the monthly income. This one you're going to give a little more personal information.
This is different than.
This is this is the quick pre-qual. Yeah. We got some down payment money. We're going to say no to those. We don't really need it. Minimum monthly debt. So it's asking for like car payment, credit card, student loans. Student loans just started this month, and we just started seeing them on the credit report again. So we have $500 a month. We don't own any rentals. Again, this is a sales funnel for you guys. So in the sales process, you know, we have this funnel. We want to put as many people in the top of the funnel and then push them through so we can get sales. This is going to help you get more transactions, because what people want, besides transparency, is they want to hear a yes. And this gets them to a yes within minutes. It's accurate probably about 85% of the time. You got to put in information in here that's accurate. You know, where it might struggle a little bit is like self-employed. Self-employed income is always a little more difficult. But you know, if you have a straight W-2 employee, this works wonders.
The thing I love about it is at the end, it gives you pre-approval.
Gives you an actual pre-approval. So look.
Yeah, and you haven't had to talk to anybody.
Right.
Down naked for
Do
anybody.
this right now. How many of you have had a buyer that's, I like this one. This is the first one you showed them, and you are like, hang on, you got qualified. In that moment, you can give a letter of secret. That's what we run to my own.
So in the time, look, it's already you're pre-qualified. That's as simple as it's as simple as it gets. You can pick a rate, changes and so if it says no, you can maybe pick a lower rate to get there. You can adjust the purchase price. Yeah. Shows the APR, shows the payment. What's that?
No, meaning you're not qualified.
It says, it gives a message like, you know, we'll kind of call you by message. So to get the letter, this is the lead capture part. You can log in or create an account. As soon as they create an account, we know their name and number. They're going to do that because they want the letter. And then, see if I'm going to see if I have an account. I'll create. It's going to ask to do a soft credit
You
pool.
got your own create.
So now it's gonna ask for the credit authorization. So this is this is where it gets very accurate. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pull a soft pull, so it's not a hard inquiry against credit. We're gonna pull from Experian, it's gonna show a FICO score. And then Experian is the biggest bureau, so it pulls in most of the info, so it can calculate a debt to income ratio accurately. Again, this is all about like sales funnel, getting them to a yes, so then they feel comfortable and you feel comfortable making an offer. Now we're going to take this information, we're going to get it, you're going to get it. We're going to call them and say, hey, we're about 85% done. Let's just complete it. Make sure there's no bugs. Get the heavy lifting out of the way. Like Alexis says, we do pre-approvals and then we send it into underwriting to get actual written TBD approvals. And then from there, it's a slam dunk. So again, this is all about like capturing their info and getting to it pretty quick. Any questions on this? So again, you can get your own personal link, or you can actually embed this in your personal website, and this will be on the ClearSight website once we get there.
And I'd point out what your percentage of when it's all said and done, you've actually gone through done. If the information was filled out accurately at the beginning, your percentage of accuracy, how payment and everything, how far off is it?
Can you ask that again?
So they fill out the application based on accurate information, not like a rounded number, but more accurate. You fill out that application when before they make the offer, or they now make the offer, and they've gone through the whole process of getting the loan, and at settlement, you set a percentage of the accuracy of where that end number versus where the prediction was. How accurate was that?
I would say once they run the soft pull, it goes up to probably about 90%. Before the soft pull, about 85%. I mean, you can go in there, and I don't recommend this, and say I make $1 million a year, it's going to approve you. Where the accuracy lies is how accurate they are with their income. So do they make $100,000 a year, or is it really like 96 and a half?
That's what I'm going. If I go in and fill it accurate, yeah, I make $100,000 and I put in 100 grand. Based on everything that's being done at the beginning of it, your accuracy is actually more in the high 90s, right? Where it ends up being. So the person can look at it when they're making the offer. Oh, my payment's $2,700. At the end, when it's all said and done, your payment ended up being right around that $2,700. It may be $10, $15 off here and there, but it was
very accurate for the income. It's more accurate for your W-2 employees because it's easier income to figure out. You'll be surprised at how many people don't know what they make, which I always kind of chuckle about. Like, how do you not know what you make? And sometimes they're off like thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. Yeah, you're self-employed, right? But once you get past the income, W-2 people, if they know what they make, it's going to be very accurate. And then the soft pull, once you do that, it makes it even more accurate because, again, Experian's the biggest bureau, so it has most of the trade lines. So once you pull the trade lines in, it's recalculating it based on the debt to income ratio, and that's where you get the accuracy. The last tool I wanted to show you guys, which is a fun tool, is this rate tracker tool. I literally have hundreds of people on this tool. So we allow you or the client to track rates. You can do a target rate. That's more for refis. It's not really going to apply to our situation here. The next one is personalized rate or a generic rate. So on a personalized rate, this is perfect for someone that's looking to buy a new home. And you have a general idea. We're going to buy a $500,000 home. We're going to put 5% down. Our FICO score is 760. You can put this in here once a day around 9 o'clock and send you what the rates are. If we reprice during the day, which is happens maybe every couple days, like the market's moving, they'll get another email saying, here's the new rate. You could do a generic rate. Most of my agents have a generic rate going to themselves. I just say, hey, just create a folder, like have it filtered into the folder so you don't even see it. When it's relevant, just click on the folder. You can see, okay, rates are at 8% or 7.5%. So I get a lot of phone calls. What are rates doing today from my agents? So like, dude, just sign up for the rate tracker, man. But it's another tool. Yep, anyone can. So and then it's just really based on, are you looking for a house now, or do you just want general information? But again, if you're looking for a house, sign up for the personal one. The big difference is on the personal one, I think it only goes out, there's a duration. It goes out 2 months. So we kind of figure like most consumers don't want really like a lot of email in their email box, and they don't really care about rates once they buy the house. So the generic one will you can have for really ongoing forever. And then lastly, the target rate. This would be maybe for someone that's buying in this market. They bought at 8%. Hey, let me know when the rates are at 7%. So it sends them a little notification. Hey, you're at your turn. So really cool tools. Again, we can embed this in your website. It's going to be on the Clearsight website. You can go to mine or Alexis's website. But all these tools will help you generate business and generate leads and capture that data.
Thank you, Ken. Yeah, this is why we wanted to partner with these guys, because their tech was so cool. And hopefully you can see how that can help you show up differently when you're showing homes, when you're talking to clients about rates and things like that, so that you have that differentiating like information at your fingertips, right? Hey, here's where go to our Clearsight canopy right now. Clearsight websites, or go to my log into your Premiere. So tell me, who here has seen the Premiere presentation? Everybody except for Kim. Because you guys lived in France, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, but I log in. Was it? Okay, cool. What is it again? Studio team. Okay, so I'm just gonna do because most of you have seen it, a quick overview of let's see who's online, see if I know. Okay, yeah. Okay,